What's good?
Yes,
What's
sir. We
happening?
into. Oh wait, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah,
We're here.
yeah.
It's
Can I do the
us.
intro? Please let me do the intro, bro.
All
Do
right,
it.
go ahead.
Yes, sir. We in here with fucking David, Tom Koviak with SK
But
Dub,
bad
Tron
though.
Two.
Why? You bad. You bad. You know what? Listen.
I'm sorry.
Go business.
I'm sorry. Wait. You talking about me?
Yeah.
Wait, what I do?
We in this. We in this bitch.
Oh, all right. All right.
Fuck
Let me change. We in this thing. Is that better? That's better. Is that better?
Bang.
yeah.
We in this thing.
Go for it. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah.
We in this thing with what's happening. You got the crew, you got SK Dub, you got Tron Two Time, and you got David Tom Koviak. We're here to yap to y'all. You know what I mean? Giving y'all information, giving y'all what y'all need in life. You know what I'm saying? When you go outside, you're gonna hear what's happening without hearing it. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to What's Yappening podcast. Let's get it. You see what I do? You see what I do?
I see what you do.
I see that. I saw that. I saw that.
You see what I do?
No, like I literally saw that. Like I don't think you know what I'm saying. But anyway. But what's it called? We got something serious. We kind of got something a little serious though.
All right.
Like I'm guessing. What did it say?
Let
What
me
did it
hold
say
it.
on here? Fizz. So in
Alright.
Taylor, Michigan, a church based in Taylor, Michigan, Apostle from the branch of Apostle took 50
No,
million
that's 50 million.
from 50 million from victims spent on mansions, luxury cars, jet skis, and more.
Oh. Yeah. All right. That's crazy.
Nah,
Oh.
for real though.
Yeah.
So Taylor, Michigan.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey
Okay.
man.
And this is not the only church they did this to. They have other buildings around the nation. It's like one of the 4 out of 5, maybe.
Oh, you
But I'm gonna
saying
read it.
like the pastor took
Apostle. Hold. Apostle took 50 million from victims.
what is the apostle? What is the
Okay.
apostle?
Let's discuss it, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like an apostle would be a pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like an apostle is a disciple of Jesus, but there are no more apostles. So I mean, we can address that later. But yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the pastor. I think it's the pastor. The pastor did it.
Okay. Dang, bro. This is what I was talking about last week. With like people, the reason why people don't respect Christianity, and it's not I'm not going against nothing.
Go
I'm
for it.
saying like the reason why people don't respect Christianity is because it's people like this. You got like imagine this, like Christianity is a pot of like clear water, right? And then you got a parasite in there who act like that they're Christian. And then one person see this parasite in there and then they become parasites. You get what I'm saying?
Wolf in sheep's clothing, kind
Wait, hold on. I wanted to read into the story to let the people know what's going on for real.
Yeah, go ahead.
And mind you, I'm not stealing nothing. Y'all clearly see the credit right there to Metro Detroit News. This is all of their words. We're just going based off of their words. But anyway, it says just then a federal grand jury indicted 2 self-professed religious leaders accused of running a forced labor and money laundering scheme that prosecutors say exploited victims across several states and raised about 50 million in donations. David Taylor, 53, and Michelle Brandon, 56, were arrested Wednesday. So this happened just this past Wednesday. Federal agents carried out raids today tied to the case in Taylor, Michigan, Florida, and Houston, Texas. According to the indictment, Taylor and Brandon led the Kingdom of God Global Church, formerly Josh Media Ministries. Taylor, who called himself an apostle, set up his first call center in Taylor, but before expanding to other states. Victims were allegedly forced to live in ministry houses or call center facilities and not allowed to leave. I didn't mean to laugh, bro. That's crazy. It's getting more weird as I'm
that's
reading.
salty.
And not allowed to leave without permission. Many worked as armor bearers, and this is quote unquote by them, serving him around the clock while others raised donations through daily phone calls.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, that was a cult. That's why they rated it like that. That's a cult, my dog. And just to give some context on the word apostle, like the meaning behind it, to be an apostle means you've literally been face to face with Jesus. Literally, not spiritually, physically. The only apostles that have lived are the 12 disciples that we know of, the other disciples that Jesus describes in the Bible that he had been around, and then the last one was Paul. Paul was the last person who was taught by Jesus to ever see Jesus in the like flesh. You know what I'm saying? So he's professing to be a spiritual leader that doesn't really exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? And
Go ahead. Go ahead.
like there's so much power behind that word. There's so much power behind you seeing Jesus in the flesh and you're a disciple, that means you're like you have power to like heal. That means you have power to, perform miracles.
So and let me ask you this. I'm questioning. I'm not like nothing, but like Jesus in the flesh. Like, do you mean like because obviously we can't see Jesus in the flesh when he was the way he was, but do you mean like what do you mean by like Jesus in the flesh? Like in 2025, that's what I mean.
So Jesus was a God. He was God living on earth. Okay, he was in man's body. Okay, he was in the form of man. Okay, but he was all the way God. God. During
Yeah.
that time, everyone who lived during that time with Jesus got to see God walking on the earth in the flesh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Privilege. He was only here for 33 years in the flesh. He's eternal, but he walked with us for 33 years. He gave us 33 years of his life personally, so that he
Yeah,
could experience fully with the human. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
so during that time, okay, if you had experience being around Jesus or getting to see Jesus or knowing who Jesus was, and you were being taught by him, okay, and you were being taught by him, okay, that's important. You were being taught by him. That made you a disciple of Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
If
You,
you
you
were
man,
following him and
you got it, bro.
you were a disciple of Jesus. Now, if
You got it.
but also that made them apostles of Jesus. Also, okay,
Yeah.
disciples were following and learning and also doing. They were performing miracles. Like because Jesus was giving them that order. He had given them that power. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they were doing. That the serious ones at least. Paul was the last disciple slash apostle to walk this earth. Okay, he was the last one that Jesus showed himself to. He showed himself to Paul. He died on the cross. Okay, Paul was persecuting the Jews and killing off all the Christians who believed in Jesus after Jesus died. Paul was doing that, and he was on his way to the city. I don't want to say Damascus. I don't want to be right on top. I want to start put if it's not directly out the Bible and I speak it wrong, I could get in trouble for that. But he was on his way, and Jesus interceded, in the middle of his trip, and like caused him to go blind. You know, as soon as he saw him, type thing. Jesus' body was so bright, so full of hope, glory. Paul could not really look at him. Saw him, was like, gone, no eyesight. Okay, and he said, "Who are you, Lord?" And so he knew exactly what was going on. He knew it was a God in front of him, and when
Of
Jesus
God. That's how you say it. Yeah.
said, "It's Jesus, and you're persecuting my kids, you're killing off my people. You need to stop." And you, in fact, you're about to start following me, and you're about to start doing this for real. And since in that moment, Paul knew exactly who he was talking to, and the fact that he was blind, like he just went blind. Right? Dude just made me go blind. Like what? He didn't fight. He said, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna follow you." He knew immediately in that moment. Wow, I had been doing the wrong thing, and so that was the last moment that Jesus actually came to anybody in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Because that was him in the flesh. If it wasn't him in the flesh, Paul wouldn't have gone blind. You cannot look at God. You can't. You won't after
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
saying after he's already done his work and everything, his mission was not to come back and in the flesh the same that he had before.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Paul saw him in his heavenly form, literally, and was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's what made Paul such a powerful preacher in the first place back in the New Testament of the Bible, is because of how he was exposed to Jesus. So what's the name? Now do you understand how it could be so deceiving for this man in where is it, in Taylor, Michigan?
Taylor mentioned, yeah.
Telling people that he's an apostle of Jesus, okay, and then making them do little weird jobs, barricade themselves into rooms and things like that, because he technically has the power to do that. If an apostle tells you to go lock yourself in a room and not to come out, you're gonna do it. He's an apostle. You know what I'm saying? If that's really what he is, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go do it. And that in itself is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got raided. Clearly, Jesus was not with that. He said, "Yeah, hey, I got something for you. You know you preaching heresy. You are not an apostle. That's where you are not an apostle. I've not shown myself physically. You know what the meaning of that word is. You know, and to use it in today's time in that way, I feel is disrespectful.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
disrespectful.
Exactly. That's
And
what
that's
I'm
why
talking
the
about.
turn of events happened the way that it did, because God is not gonna go for it. What happens in most of these cults that try to use Jesus as a center, he's not going for that. He's not going for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's deceiving. It's deceiving the world. You know what I'm saying? Now he's gonna allow him to go through this at the expense of the religion, because our belief system is not about a religion, it's about faith in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And knowing who Jesus is. You know what I'm saying? And so, people might, they might scrutinize, you know what I'm saying, Christianity because of this situation or whatever else like that. And me, Christian myself, I sit back and say, let them do that, because
Yeah,
if if
that's strong.
if those people knew who Jesus was and knew what you know what that faith is really about, then they would look at a situation like this and understand that this pastor wasn't really supposed to be doing. And that's it. It has nothing to do with Christianity. It has everything to do with this guy. And that's it. This guy did what he did, not the whole
Tell it again from the top of the mountains, bro.
people that and don't get it twisted, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and insult other people's intelligence. Like, these people know that. They know good and well it's not the fault of Christianity at all. It's just that man. But they would like to
Yeah.
rather point the blame at the entire belief
Let
system.
me add on to your
God,
point.
I
Let me add
swear,
on to your point.
something
I heard a quote that
snappy.
said, I heard a quote that said, generalizations is the language of the ignorant. Meaning, like, if you generalize every, and we gonna get back into like let's say like relationships or some shit, or like girls thinking everybody is the same, or men thinking that every girl is the same. If you
Yeah,
generalize everybody, you won't understand everybody. So like,
dog.
you know what
That
I'm
is such a silly thing to say, bro.
saying?
You are
It
so
is.
on cue, bro. Like, how many times
Exact same thing.
Juice World talking about you, because y'all have heard Juice World say all girls are the
The
same, bro.
same.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, stop, bro. Like, yeah, you're a good
Real shit though.
artist. Stop it, bro. You are being so weak. Talking about all girls are the same. Nah, bro.
Yes.
With
Can I?
crack the
Oh,
same
You just
shit,
said it. You just said it.
you know.
I was about to say, David, you just said the exact word it is. It's being weak. It's not
Yeah.
it's not using your strength. Like, if you're gonna sit here,
Yeah.
like, because this one thing I always say, where it's like this thing where I can see that people who are more so weak minded, they'll do this. In this example, because we was talking about last stream too, it's like a rumor, right? You make sure, like, the person who start the rumor, for some reason, everybody else know, but the exact person they're talking to. Why is that? Why the person they're exactly talking about never gets? They always get the last word around. because that person who started it, they have to get like that hive mind thing. They gotta get that agreement. They gotta get all of that first. They won't sit there and say, "Oh, I don't rock with that person," but hey, y'all can go be a friend with that person. You know what I'm saying? He might be a cool friend with you, and da da da. I don't rock with him. He don't rock with me. But hey, that's you. You feel me? You won't see them do that, but they'll make sure to like if you really recognize like how a rumor go, they'll make sure to gather all these people in this one mindset that they got before you know what I'm saying. Get back to the
But I
main
call
source
that,
to go
I
to.
call that, like,
I
I
think
don't know
that's
if I'm
elite.
wrong or right. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but I call that false prophets. If you really believe that everybody's gonna think how you think, I think that you're trying to be the devil in disguise of God or Jesus. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I think that if you really think that everybody's gonna believe, like, go this way or you're, then you really are destroying the world. Because like, if you look at today's world, and you know, me being a studier of like a lot of shit like advertisement, TikTok, and all that other shit, I started to realize I'm like, a lot of people, the reason why a lot of music is getting watered down is because everybody copy and paste. And that's because we think that the leader, right? Like the leader, it could be like whoever y'all can think of, fucking, I don't know, in this rap industry. Everybody starts to try to rap like him, or it could be any industry, literally. But that's the best one that
Yeah,
I got. Um, so that's
country
a
haven't
false
been close
prophet
on
to
that.
me because I believe that like everybody has like a uniqueness to them in a way, and I think that's what creates that unity that we truly need in today's world, and that's through Jesus Christ. And I gotta be honest, you know, like I'm not even a Christian, but you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it's a strong sense of order that we need. You know what I mean? I think Christianity got it on the point. Like they got it all the way. But I think that a lot of people, like David was saying, like you see one picture of somebody doing a certain thing, like this video right here, and then some people just take it and assume that everybody's like that. You gotta slow down. You gotta start to go through the garden. You gotta start to not the Adam and Eve garden. I'm talking about like some imaginative shit, right? You gotta go through the garden. You gotta see the roses. You gotta see the sunflowers. You gotta see the tulips. You gotta see everything that's around you, rather than saying everybody's a fucking rose and everybody's a fucking serpent and everybody's a fucking this type of person. I think when we start to do that, we'll be better off. But I think a lot of people out here is really, you know, struggling with that. You know what I mean? Seeing the expansiveness or seeing that, you know, it's not about judging something. First of all, that's disrespectful. Like, first of all,
yeah,
talking about somebody behind their back is disrespectful. So talking about Christianity behind Christianity's back, the real Christians, is disrespectful. But that's a part of Christianity. So are you really being a principality man? Are you really being somebody who have morals? We can say it all day. You know what I'm saying? But it's disrespectful. You have to go into their garden. You have to go into their world. You have to go into their house. You have to go into their home to understand their home. Okay, what is this? What is that? What is that? What is that? Be a tourist. You know what I mean? Like a tourist, like, you know, not a tourist and Estrada.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah, tourist.
Ist. Yeah,
Yeah,
Taurus.
it's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like be a tourist of something rather than like trying to be like, okay, this man, I forgot his name, but like, you know what we did on probably a few months ago on that man who tried to trap everybody in the church. But then I look at other Christians, I look at this person, I look at that person, I look at, you know, somebody speaking that real word, and I can't judge every Christian like that because some people just use the label as Christian, but that they're not really Christians. You know what I mean? I respect people who actually embody the spirit of that. You know what I mean? Because I think we all gotta the Holy Spirit exists. You know what I mean? So you can't fucking, my bad. You can't really um disrespect that because that's how you were born in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And not only that, none of us are the same and none of us will be perfect. Not as an
Yeah.
excuse, but that's just
But
the
it's
truth.
not.
You know what I'm
But when
saying?
you say not the same, some people take that as like, and it's not me no more. Like I've been done with this, but I still look at the world today. Um, some people might look. We're not the same. Oh, you think you better than me? No, I never said that. If I thought I was better than you, I'm very real. I'm very blatant.
I would just say that flat
I would
out.
just say that.
Right.
But I don't think that because I don't think that exists. I think that only exists through the devil mind or the devil brain. You know what I mean? Because the
For
devil
sure.
is like that one thing that's trying to. Y'all get how I feel about that. I gotta pee. I'm sorry. This is not.
Goodness, bro.
I'm serious though. I swear to God. You see my fucking gallon?
And what's it
Water.
called? Hey, Ron, before you leave, if
Yeah.
you do got to, you don't gotta. You can just mute your mic and camera and leave out.
Not my bathroom right here.
I'm saying, but you ain't gotta announce it though. Not saying,
No.
not saying like that. But I'm saying like if you feel like you need to freely leave and just go, you can.
I don't care, man. I gotta pee. I'm gonna tell
Okay,
the
okay,
audience that straight up.
okay. I'm just letting you know.
He said, I'm audience. I'm audience that shit. I'm dead. Oh, you posting. You posting. Huh? You posting? On the Snappy?
Man,
It must be a old
this
phone.
is crazy. They said some if the people was going to sleep, like this is like a quoted like anonymous quote. Like what's it called? They said the lady would say like one of her rules was if you are falling asleep or tired, there's like a pot of water, not like boiling, but like just in a bucket of water, and that is poured over the people if they're falling asleep.
At that church?
During yeah, like during like the little jobs they have them do, like the call centers and whatnot. Yeah,
That's gotta be a lie.
crazy.
That's gotta be a lie.
Hey, as I said, this all from Metro Detroit News. This is not my words.
Man, those workers are finna get millions. All of them are finna get some of that money.
Hopefully,
Hopefully. Or they're gonna sue somebody. They're suing somebody. They're suing somebody.
and this is the thing I don't know about cults, because it's like one of those things where it's like it's a cult. It's one of those things that you sworn into it. Like, yes, it might have been manipulative, but it's like one of those things like how would the court deal with that? Because let's say if I was in their position, I'm trying to think of their position. I'm like, dang, I did sworn into this. I did comply every day, daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter. Like emotional misconduct is a real thing, I think.
I think I heard that before.
Emotional misconduct, bro. Like, because if you're literally like hypnotizing somebody to feel like they have to do something in order to go to heaven or whatever, it's like, nah, bro.
But at the same time, okay. Because I'm looking at it like this
I don't know
too.
if I'm right or wrong, but I just feel like that's like a false prophet. If you're trying to hypnotize somebody, you know your intention. You know what you're doing on the
For
inside.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there's no such thing as prophets anymore today.
Yeah, I might be
after
wrong.
Jesus passed away. And I ain't gonna say think. It's just one of those things where it's like Jesus already came. Why do we need prophets?
Yeah,
Like, what is a prophet going to do of today's time?
Wait,
that we don't know already.
Can I tell you?
Yeah,
So,
but like, what do we not know already that prophet gonna tell me?
It's not even necessarily about him.
Go ahead.
Be careful too, because there are gaps in time and things in history that there are things that are not all the way recorded. That's why I bought the book. It's not because I'm just interested in want to read a Bible story. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is bits and pieces of information that might have been taken out of the Bible that you might want to know. You know, you never know. You know what I'm saying? And so the reason why I feel like we low key do need a prophet, okay, today, is because what did God do when the Jews fell into witchcraft and pricing their babies, Moloch and Baal? Okay, the Jews were doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
Extra emphasis. These are people. These are God's own people. Okay. When they were doing that, He didn't just open up the earth and swallow the whole group of people up, or Jews. You know what I'm saying? He sent a prophet.
Yeah.
He sent someone to let them know, hey, just so you know, God is still here. He's still watching.
Yeah.
And he's close to bringing down that hammer and wiping all of you out if you don't.
So I'm gonna give you this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give you this. What I learned throughout my time is that the devil time has expired in 19. What was it? Damn it. I mean,
Didn't you
darn.
say like early 19, like
Early.
did you say
But
1950 something?
Where you read that
yeah,
at?
it was like 1960. It was from the Nation of Islam. It was from brothers like Rizza Islam, and like I told y'all, like it's basically like
You said
Christianity.
RZA Islam?
Yeah,
That young
Rizza.
dude? Okay.
Yeah, no, he's not young. But Rizza Islam, if you want, I send y'all a video if y'all want
No,
to see
it
it.
is.
But I send y'all a video if y'all want to see it. And I know some people think like Muslim. I'm not Muslim, but like some people think that Muslim is like you know, um, blowing up the country. That's the wrong part of Muslim. Just how David just said, it's like a lot of people get into Christianity and devalue it. So I'm always gonna get back to the point of the devil is the one who devalues. You know what I mean? That's why we're divided now. We argue about religion, we argue about all this, but you're supposed to believe in exactly what you're supposed to believe in because you're one of a kind. Every single
And I
person.
just I'm sorry, Teron, but
No, go ahead, go
I know
ahead.
you did say I'm just gonna I don't mean to discredit you or tell you that you're wrong, bro, but like
I'm cool.
in the Quran, okay, did you know it says to kill the infidel?
What did you say? I didn't hear you. You broke up.
In the Quran, okay, the Muslim Bible,
Koran.
yeah. Did you know that it says to kill the infidel?
Yeah.
Like I read that personally, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Infidel, did that mean cheating, right?
No, no,
Yeah.
no,
Cheaters?
No, it
What does
means
that
like
mean?
go
no.
ahead.
Allah,
A
the
law.
huh?
A law.
Allah, okay, Allah, okay, Allah. He demands that if you do not believe in Allah, okay, you either convert or you kill the infidel. Like if your neighbor doesn't want to come to Allah, okay, kill them.
Yeah.
That's written in there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, look.
Okay, so okay, I'm very like I'm not. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I give y'all this. What I know, I can't even say. I can't even vibrate the words to my body right now. The BELIEVE through my body right now because I just know. I don't, but I know. I don't. I know how I know, but I don't know how I know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's a different type of so-called energy or whatever, right? I'm gonna get back to my point. Every single religion out here has been devalued by the devil. The one who devalues. And to devalue something means I'm going to show you this deception. Perception means I perceive that it's a window next to me. Who called it a window? We don't know, right? That could have been anybody, but we learned it, heard it, right? And said that this is a window. I could have told, I told my little cousins that my sister was a well and they believed it, right? Deception, right? Perception is basically like uh this lamp is stupid. Anything that comes after the word is or am, I don't know why. It's very powerful. And it creates a mind unity of the halo that we talk about. Y'all can look it up, search it. What goes around comes around, right? Um, your brains is going in circles. And energetically wise, and I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but I know this. I'm one who believes that every religion has truth in it. Omnis, you know what I mean? That's what we call mom. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the Nation of Islam, them brothers out there, like that's why I point y'all towards Islam. That's the best one I can give y'all with 19 keys too. Nuri Muhammad, but I'm not a part of them. I still eat pork. You know what I'm saying? That's fake. All that shit that was written could have been written by somebody. The fact that it was written by something just like the Bible, um, somebody could have wrote that, and the reason why somebody wrote that because they like to devalue something that's original, meaning that can't change throughout ions of time, not be changed. It cannot. But if you put yourself on top of that mountain and say, "I own this mountain," did you build it? No. But I'm gonna say it to everybody. I'm gonna put it on my phone. I'm gonna put it on TikTok. I'm gonna get 1 million views and everybody believe it. Deception. Um, so I would say like I'll send y'all a video. Like it's easy right now for me. Christianity, I swear to God, I got the perfect video for y'all. But Christianity is brothers with Islam because the minister always talk about and refer back to the Bible. The original Quran and the original Bible is just two different languages speaking about the same thing. Principality, morality, standing up for what's yours and what you know is right. Um, and it's so sad out here because I really have to fight out here like with people, not people, but like spirits on a daily basis. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying, like mentally, like knowing the way that they are. Um, so like I said, it's okay. I'm okay with being called wrong. You don't gotta do nothing about that. Um, but I know for a fact, 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000%, I bet $1,000,000 on this. Probably win 1,000,000 back. Um, that you know, Islam and Christianity got order in life. Now, when you go to Buddhism, some people call that you meditating, yoga is evil, devaluing. The goal of the devil is to devalue everything. It was never about, you know what I mean? Like, what is, so for example, this is the best example that I got, right? What is a tree without air, fire, the sun, and water? Nothing. It dies. Water, Buddhism. Air, Buddhism. Flow, Bruce Lee, flow. All these things come together. But if you just looking over here and looking at flow, and then you look over here and look at structure, I don't like you because you're structure. Division, divide and conquer, the go to the devil. But if you look at it as a unison, literally, and you start to realize like, well, nothing lasts without the other. You know what I'm saying? Christianity might be the whole tree, the root and a strong ass stem that's coming through. And they shed their skin every year. You know, I gotta talk to you. Why? Why I gotta talk to you? I told you this is what it is. And they gotta shed, they gotta
That's a good way. I understand.
I gotta forgive them. I gotta forgive them. You know what I mean? I gotta forgive them. Oh my goodness. Shedding your skin. Peep, the trees fall. I mean the leaves, my bad. The leaves fall every fall. Right? So I think well I know. I can't keep lying. But I know that it's a unison. But the devil is unseen. You know what I mean? We painted him as a red man, but really he's just one who is out here who understood this direction, but didn't understand this direction. And it's hard to understand because we don't like to understand. We like to be right here at the top, right? But to
I gotta
understand,
cut you off right there.
go ahead.
Only because what's it called? I think we all know we will never fully understand. In the Bible
No,
somewhere
that's what
it
I'm
does
saying. That's
say,
what I'm saying.
and
That's what I'm saying. But it's
and
not
what's it
about. It's
called?
not about. It's not about understood. It's a difference. You have understanding the process, and then you have understood. Some people, might say, I already understood. I already got it. I already got it. We don't even like those people personally. I already got it. I already know what I'm talking about. All right, I already got it. Don't tell me what to do. It's dangerous because you're dividing what the world is. You know what I'm saying? What is a tree without
Mm-hmm.
all of it? You know what I'm saying? The I didn't create the sun. Tehran didn't create the sun. I didn't create the rain. I didn't create the trees that's strong within time, right? So I think, like I said, I know for a fact that Islam listen to the right people, and it's rare. I mean, like you getting 30,000 views when it should get billions, right? But it's rare. The Nation of Islam is really not like that, and I can promise y'all that. I wouldn't give y'all nothing that I wouldn't want myself because I believe in karma. Um, but yeah, the structure of Christianity is strong. It's just it's been devalued by the devil. The structure, the flowness, the I'm at peace comes from that Buddhist culture. And then let's look at the nation. I mean, y'all part of the same. Y'all in the same woods. Y'all just two different trees, basically. And I promise y'all that. I swear to God, I study this shit.
No,
That's
I
all I've
know
been doing.
because everything they got is from the damn Bible, and I
You
can
know what I'm
guarantee
saying?
that.
So it's like
Everything they got is from the Bible. Not even joking, but literally everything they got is from the Bible.
I was gonna say
Nothing wrong with it. It's just
I try to be
yeah,
very
yeah. Go
respectful,
ahead, go ahead.
you know, in the sense of like I understand that everybody's got their own beliefs and whatnot.
Now
Like,
I have a knowing. It's not a belief. It's like T Grizzly said. It's not a belief no more. It's a knowing. I mean, for all my 20s, that's all I've been focused on. I
so a
might, you
faith,
know,
faith.
I might have like this aura, or like some people call me this, that, and the third, but that's not what's important to me. What was important to me was understanding from the ground up and beyond the ground up. I mean, from all the way down. And you know how you hear people call or say like, "Oh, you going too deep." That's exactly where you're supposed to be. Because if I told you, you know what, it's a monster in this ocean, but I never been at the deep parts of the ocean, which is 70% of Earth, which is what you're standing on right now. Um, if I told you that and I've never been down there, I'm lying to you. I'm deceiving you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Powerful. Um, So when it comes to like the devil is the one who devalues. That's why I call him the Wizard of Oz. It's one spirit, maybe living through the Illuminati, but I don't think their name is titled the Illuminati. But I look at them as like they already lost. Like I said, they expired years ago. We're eating expired food. I don't watch that. I don't watch a lot of shit. I watch what I watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's on YouTube. I'm telling y'all, like, it's on there. But yeah, and it can be Christian too. Like, it's not about Nation Islam versus Christian. It's about y'all have to understand. It's a the Spider-Man meme going on right now.
I don't know why he logged off. But
He,
I'm sorry. I mean,
where you go?
I do not know.
It might have been an accident. He might have to just log back in.
Yeah. What's it called? I want to create a
Somebody
topic.
called me. Somebody called me. My bad.
You're
You
good.
straight. I want to create a topic too.
Go ahead.
So y'all know well no. Let me just start off with this. Is how do we know something is the truth? And I put quotations
Do
as
you want
far
me to
as
give
we
you?
can put
Do you want
any
me to give?
we can
You
put
want me to give
any
you?
analogy in there. We can throw any person, place, thing. How do we know that is the truth? I don't care what that pointer finger points at. How do we know
Real.
that is the truth?
Okay, I'll give you this. The Ten Commandments, right? When you look at it, I haven't studied all of them. You know what I mean? I told you I'm not a Christian, but I think all Christians should master it. If you master it, you'll be okay in life. I swear to God. I swear to Jesus. I swear to whoever, like the Messiah, uh, Yahweh, like all that, right? I swear. But if you study it, right? Be what you want to see in the world, on and off camera. So how do you know what something is? Like if it's the truth or not? It's basically once you become so real, shut off the TV, shut off the phone, shut off all social media. And for years, maybe not for years for you, I'm not you, I'm not your spirit. Maybe you have something else going on. I don't know. I'm not trying to take over you, right? But I will say, real recognize real is very real. You're gonna start to recognize it through your eyes alone, through your soul alone, because you have been it on and off camera, or you have been it without the recognition. So you're gonna be like, I know you faking, but it's an omni point that God gives you. I don't know why. I'm just being a servant. You know what I mean? But like I said, I always get back to thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal. And some of us, I've stolen before. But isn't that telling the truth? I've lied before. Isn't that confessing? Isn't that atoning? A lot of us just don't spend time doing that. You don't have to meditate. Some people do meditate. I don't call them evil. Maybe they got to close their eyes, get into that darkness, and realize the darkness within themselves. That's all meditation is. You get over here, and you start atoning. You might got to write it down. Sometimes you might talk to yourself and be like, no, I did this. But you're starting to own yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to own land. You don't have to own that house. You don't have to own material items. You have to own yourself. At the beginning, there was a word, and the word was God. So God gave you that ability to do so. You get what I'm saying? You can't be the original, but you can dang sure
Be nice.
be like him or be a child of him. If I have a child and he want to play basketball, he ain't gonna be like me. If I'm Steph Curry, right, and I scored this many, I won this 4 championships, but my child won 3. I'm not gonna judge him. He's still my child, so we're exactly alike. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be the 4 championships. You can be the 3. But that's
What
where
you mean by that?
gratefulness, meaning like, I'm gonna get back to Jesus, but meaning like I can be the 4, but you can be the 3. I'm not gonna judge you for being the 3 because you worked hard. As long as you worked, as long as you put in the effort, right? So going back to the 10 Commandments, as long as I'm out here really like, I can't lie to this girl because thou shalt not lie. I know it's some prized possession right there, but thou shalt not steal. It gets stronger over time. Over time, it does. Swear to God. Swear to God. Been a lot of things. Temptation right there. It's fine. You can get that. You can steal that. You can get that. Nobody's watching. No, God's watching. That's how I like to see it. A lot of people say like nobody's watching. No, God's watching. And you're watching. You better stop. Because you don't. It's a different spirit that I can't control. But the devil does by devaluing that spirit, which is the Holy Spirit. And that's truth. That's just truthful and honest. But to become one in unison with the Holy Spirit, which is all that is creation, you have to follow command. And guess what? In today's world, we don't like to be commanded to do nothing. I ain't talking about your boss. I'm talking about something that was written a long time ago that you just have to practice throughout life, and it will be you. A habit. So when I come back to Steph Curry, if I don't never shoot in my life like Steph Curry, if I don't study how his feet is set on the ground, if I don't study how he works out and how his elbow is up right here and he shoots like that, I ain't gonna shoot like Steph Curry. Same thing with Jesus. Same thing with the Messiah, or however people call it, right? The 10 Commandments was given to us, right? I think the biggest ones is thou shalt not steal and thou shalt not lie, because once you become that habit, it's a spirit that's waiting on you. And that's what we call demons. And I guarantee it. 1,000%. But they can't hang on to you if you choose to follow the 10 Commandments. Jesus was born in, I don't even know. But I have something. I might have something in me that's from Jesus Christ. I know I do.
And you do.
You get what I'm saying?
do.
I know I do. It's not a belief. It's I know I do. But I'm not saying y'all, but like a lot of people don't know it because they fall into this. Well, why would Jesus be? I'm gonna go into motion. Thou shalt not wilt is waiting for you. You know what I mean? I got motion. Motion only. What is it? Then you just fucking float. You like if I throw you up in the air and you start floating, you lost. Literally, if I throw a rapper in a windy storm, it's you gone. That's why I go back to a tree was given to us, right? You got the structure, you got fire. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attack. I told y'all that. And then you got air, and then you got earth. But this is not saying like follow that. I'm saying a lot of people need structure out here, and they don't understand that it's not about flexing like God is with me or like Jesus is with me and I'm going to heaven. You gotta become heaven before you go to heaven, brother. He ain't gonna accept you if you ain't. I promise. I don't know. I'm Teron Favors, bro. I'm just one of them. I'm just one of his children. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but he gave me something right here. Don't ask no question. All right. Did it? I'm like, oh, now I understand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what would you overall say then? Like what like I said like a closing remark on your question or your answer for the question.
Say the question again.
It's right there. How do you know something is
My
the
phone is.
truth?
Okay, so how do you know something is the truth? It's basically
Closing remark so we
action
can
before
get to
words.
me and Dave.
Action before words, right? It took me a long time to understand. A very long time. Y'all don't have to believe me. It's okay. But a very long time to understand what does it mean. At the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was God. I studied this for a long time. Some people said this. Some people said that. Some people said that. Some people million. Like it's like a lot. Then I started to realize I'm like, what is a word without action? If I say shabakaboop, nobody knows what that is, right? Let's take the word shabakaboop as a label, for example, right? If I create a product and call it shabakaboop, not everybody know what it is, but it had to be motion involved for me to create that. For example, the best example is running, right? If you run and you say and you vibrate the words through your body, through the spirit, the Holy Spirit, and you say, I'm running, you know that you're running, right? Motion first, structure second. You get what I'm saying? So, like, how do you know something is the truth? If I just give you a word and say, you know what, SK? I rap. You gonna look at me like, nigga, no, you don't. Because you never seen it. It was never in motion. I never been in that studio behind the mic unless we was in your house with that mic, that little mic, and I made that little song out of some fun type of shit. I don't mean to cuss, but fun type of stuff, right? But I never been behind that mic heavily. You know what I'm saying? There was no motion involved. So it's bull lying. Thou shalt not lie. You get what I'm saying?
What's it
So
called?
how do you know something is truthful? Basically, is if their actions is matching up on a daily basis. It's not just 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day. It's all the time. Every single time. Because I don't think Jesus gave up on us. He had to go through a lot. Got beaten, thorns through his head. And what did he do? He rose up. So why don't you think you can rise up from going through all those things? So you know it's the truth if somebody is actualizing it. Throw away everything that if you hear it, but you don't see it, experience it, touch it, the five senses, touch it, experience it, they're BSing. Deception. I'm deleting, right? So I'm taking away perception. But a true perception is like if I tell you, hey bro, I played basketball today. No, you didn't. I did. I'll show you a video. You can see it. There's motion involved. What is a video? Movie. Motion. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's unifying the two, bro. So I kind of got like a misunderstanding, but I understand the devil is trying to divide and conquer. So basically saying order is over here. There's only order. That's why a lot of people be up tense and uptight and stressed. Because you only got order. You don't got no motion. Motion is just I'm letting go. Why are you searching for peace when it's in you? So motion over here, right? It's just like it might become. I ain't gonna lie, it's dangerous. It might become. I can do whatever I want because I got motion. But when you unify the two of, well, I can't go over here and eat this baby and drink blood out of a baby because I love myself and my mother didn't do that to me. Honor thy father, thy mother. My dad didn't do that to me. So I'm gonna pass that on to the world until I die.
All
And
right.
that's you know
Well,
what I'm
so
saying?
I don't want
So
to cut you off, but
go ahead,
what's
go
it
ahead, go ahead.
called? If you got any closing thing, like last thing you want to
I'm
say to
talking too
get
much.
off,
Why? Like,
I
come
want to
on
pass it
now.
off to David and rotate it.
I
But
don't
we gonna
mind if
come
y'all
back. I just want to
disagree with me.
rotate the conversation.
I don't mind if y'all disagree with me. I swear to God, this is what this is what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
think I disagree with you. I'm gonna say my point, but then it's gonna kind of lead back because it's all the truth. I think we're just gonna have different ways of explaining it. That's why I want to get to
yeah.
David.
But yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all two might be more. That might be your purpose. I mean, you. What is a garden without the bird? You know what I mean? Or like, let me say something out of structure. What is a garden without the roots that's strong, right? I might be the air helping y'all survive. Unity, not uniformity, because uniformity, I can put on a uniform, everybody got to act the same, we all the same. That's why a lot of shit is watered down. Every industry, everybody trying to be the same, copy and paste. This war is getting worse because of that. But when we start to understand that you are one of a kind, literally, I can break down this sentence: one of a kind. You have different kinds of birds. We're not animals, we're not on their level, we're beyond that. Trust me. One kind of bird, you got cardinals, blue jays, you got eagles, and you got, name another bird, the brown bird that we see outside every day. I don't even know what the name of it is, but you're one of those. Is when people thinking that I am the God, which is the devil, who thinks that and is controlling the world today. Is when you become, I guess, egotistical. But when you start to understand you're a piece of life that you're supposed to add and provide value to, happiness comes to you. The search for it stops. Swear to God. The embarrassment wears off. Well, I'm the only one talking about this. I don't want everybody to see me like, none of that shit wears off. Now, I've been embarrassed before. Then I have to realize, I'm like, well, if everybody did it, it wouldn't be embarrassing. It wouldn't be. If everybody motherfucking fell, then it's just a laughter. So why are we focused on not being a leader or a leadership, which is really what that is in today's time? Not saying everybody gonna fall, come to me and everybody fall. I'm saying like when you feel like you're the only one, every leader had to go through that in human sense, not throughout spirit, because spirit is way stronger than Torah. Trust me. You get what I'm
Or is it
saying?
this?
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, it's
um,
your turn.
um, I said, how do you know something is the truth? I will give y'all this. I mean, out of some scientific shit, I'm an omnist, so I understand it all. I try to go into all the spaces. You know what I mean? Imagine a ninja going through all the spaces and being like, yeah, I understand the devil. And I go to Christianity and I'm sitting there and like, I can't, you know what I mean? I put my knives down. I'm going to put my all this shit down because I respect them. I'm going to go over here to Buddhism. I don't got nothing on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go over here. It's being like a tourist. Not, you know what I mean? Like a tourist of life. But that's given to me. That doesn't make me be God. That doesn't make me better than you. Or I don't even believe in that better than you shit no more. I believe that everybody has a one of a kindness. And that's a word, that's a sentence that I made up. It's not even in a fucking dictionary. But everybody's a creator of their own. Is we don't flow. Y'all know I'm a dancer, but I'm also a scholar. At the same time, I got a lot of shit that I understood. So I created a balance, but it was natural balance. It's not the yin and the yang. It's just being a part of life. It's being here, human being, right? So I think a lot of people, Every religion has been devalued by the devil. The devil is not something to be seen. It's something to conquer within self. When you conquer it within self, it's going to run because it can't attach itself or itself to you. So it doesn't know where to go because it expired already. You just eating expired food. When we look at the news, think like this, think like that. When we look at rappers, this not their fault. Not you, SK. I'm talking about like, let's say Lil Durk. I love Lil Durk, right? I like his music. When I look at it, I'm like, well, who owns this contract? You can't you gotta sound like this, because if you sound like this, you're at the top of the mountain. And we need everybody to follow that mountain. Too much structure. Gotta have some motion. Well, I don't want to follow that. I want to dance. I want to sing the way I sing. But those people are called weird, stupid. I want to be an artist. You can't do that. This is the way. Only one way. So that's why they feel depressed, suppressed, and all that. Right? When you look at it, it's like, nah, you just providing air to my tree. So a lot of people, trees are dead right now because you're not allowing the flow to go through. And you don't gotta agree with that person. Man, I don't fuck with dance. I'm a football player. I gotta get on this field. My coach told me this. Yeah, your coach told you structure. As he's supposed to. He's supposed to give you some structure. Structure without flow is nothing. It's going to die. That's why you see in today's the most popular, not going against y'all, the most popular religion in today's world is Christianity. But you see people, bitches twerking, my bad, respectfully. Girls twerking at the club. Girls twerking at the club. Girls twerking at the club and then coming to church. What you talking about? You can't be doing that. That's why a lot of Christians, I ain't gonna lie, that's why a lot of Christians are defensive, as y'all supposed to. What you coming over here for when you just did all that stuff that's not a part of the word? That's not a part of what I believe in. That's not a part of structure. That's not a part of that. You get what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
You get what I'm
All
saying?
right. What's it called?
So yeah,
I don't want to cut you off,
go ahead.
but what's it called? We're gonna ring it back around. And look, I might change up the question after we ring
Yeah,
it
I'm
back
talking
around.
too much. Y'all got me preaching right
But
now.
what's it
Without
called?
the preacher, you know what I'm saying? I'm just in that energy.
So how do you know something is the truth? How do I know? And this is a crazy thing. I was about to say, like, Ryan, you was low key doing it, and I don't even think you realized. But if it points back towards the Bible, and however form or fashion it do, that's the
But
truth.
I gotta be honest, brother. I gotta
Hold
be honest.
on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. What's it called? So if it points back towards the Bible, so as you said, the devil wants to deceive and stuff. What is he deceiving from? He can deceive all day, but what's he trying to deceive me from? I
This
could care
goes
less.
back to, and
Let's
this
say,
is you,
hold
SK. This
on,
is you, SK.
hold
When you talk,
on,
oh, go ahead.
hold on. What's it called? So let's say, like, if I don't like onions, right?
Right.
I already don't like onions. You can't deceive me from not liking onions. I already don't
Yes,
like.
they can. Yes, they can. I gotta be honest. You haven't
Hold
studied.
on,
You haven't
hold
studied.
on, hold on. I literally do. I'm losing a real life example. I literally don't like onions. You can't derive me to not like. I already do not like it. So that's not something I want. So guess what the devil's going to try to do? Do something that you want. Guess what we all want? That we don't even know that we want or AK really need. It's Jesus
I
Christ.
gotta open the door.
So that's his main
Go ahead.
thing. Go ahead. But what's it called? The main thing, Jesus Christ. I mean, the
I want
main
to
thing
listen
that we
though.
need. You straight. What's it called? The main thing
All
we
right, I'll
need
be
is
back.
Jesus Christ, though. For sure. The main thing we need is Jesus Christ. So what's it called? If we need Jesus Christ, obviously his biggest opposition is going to try to derive his creation away from, you know what I'm saying, his doing. So, and that's why I say everything points back towards the truth. Oh man, look. Like the Bible is, what's it called? It's so called the biggest, what's it called in the world? The biggest religion. I mean, not religion, but the biggest. Christianity is the biggest religion in the world. But if it's the biggest religion in the world, why would everything be trying to block us from it? You know what I'm saying? Media doesn't portray Christianity as big as Islam religion, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these other things that can go on in certain areas, but Christianity can't do it. Like, they took Christianity out of school. There's praying actually going on in school. Like, your first homeroom hour, you would pray before you start your day. They took that out of schools. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a whole bunch of reasons why it's like,
Yeah.
how
Because prayer.
can,
Go ahead.
how can, I don't know how to explain it, because it's like one of those things where it's like, bro, well, no, I can't explain it, because as I said, it leads back to the Bible. It's just what is being deceived from us. And that's why I said, Ryan, you was basically saying it. You was just, I'm just putting a different perspective and way out my mouth. Like, it just got to point back towards the Bible, and that's the truth. Because you got
That's
to think
what I'm
about it.
saying. Go ahead. My
What
bad.
doesn't, like, what is in the Bible that isn't the truth?
Nothing. But it's just misperceived. So, like I said, the 48 laws of power, right? I told you this a long time ago. Only read one quote that I knew that was true. I haven't read the book. I promise y'all. I swear to God, y'all can look at my fucking book collection right now. If I had to pan the camera, right?
It's cool, bro.
The 48 laws of power, right? 48 laws of power was made by Robert Greene, right? I don't know who. I think that, you know what I mean? But he knows how to deceive. Understand, I'm Blade. I keep telling y'all this. Understand the vampire, but also be a human. You don't have to be that part of yourself. You just have to understand it. It's like the snake we was talking about on the podcast. If you don't know that it's the snake outside, and you don't know what a snake does, you will die. That's being unwise.
To
You know
an
what I'm saying?
extent.
Not saying you're unwise. So, for example, like, I think that a lot of us got to come back. So, one of the 48 laws of power, right? Is say this about to get it. Say things. No, what was it? Always say less than necessary. What that means is, if I say I'm going to the store, in both of y'all minds, that can mean anything. If I say I'm going to Kroger, that's necessary. I need to know that it's Kroger. It's the how. But if I say a generalized statement like I'm going to the store, you're gonna think of anything. Anything. It could be the liquor store. It can be anything.
But like
Anything, right?
and
But
not to cut you off,
go
but
ahead. Go ahead.
like I was saying though,
It's
I don't think
scary
it's
right now.
deceiving. I don't think it's deceiving until you're trying to deceive me away from something that
You
I
didn't let
want.
me finish.
Hold on.
But if you gotta talk, go ahead.
Like if in your context, if you say like I'm going to the store, but the context is you're going to the store. Like I said, we all live with each other, and you're going to the store for the crib, and you know we need groceries, and you
No,
normally
that's
do
not
it.
what
You
I'm
just say go to
saying.
the
I'm
store.
giving an example. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, like, okay, let me not use the store. If I say anything that's generalized, literally the words that we say, right? If I say I play a sport, that's generalization. You're gonna ask, what sport is that? In today's time, we think asking a question, it means I don't know. I'm behind. I'm less than. That's why they say, always say less than necessary, because you have that spot that I already know. And when they don't know, they're going to come to me because I already know. So what I'm saying is, in the Bible, right? This is why, I haven't studied everything. But I know for a fact, one of them at the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was God. I understand this completely. 100%. Because it can be generalized. At the beginning, there was a word. What word?
No, you will either.
What you talking about? That's generalized. What you talking about? What word are you talking about? Like, is it this word or that word? Or is it this word? Always say less than necessary. Not saying Jesus was like that. It's just the devil has inflicted all religions. It's generalization versus what is. If I tell y'all, like, you know what? I like basketball. I'm not saying I like a sport. Then you have to question it. What you mean by a sport? Quest. But I'm ahead of you. Head of you. Because
Ron, SK,
He questioning me. He's on a quest to come to me.
but I gotta cut it short today.
Go ahead.
I gotta cut it short. Um, and let my fiance get some rest. This little man is all over the place. He needs me to do something with him.
All right.
He's tripping over there. All right, bro. I'll catch y'all, boys.
For
For sure.
sure.
Peace.
Yeah.
You can
That's
continue,
our
bro.
thoughts. But yeah,
I was about to say something too, but going ahead, I'm about to kind of change the thing.
but yeah, when you say you're ahead of somebody, it's a measurement of time. But anyways, generalization is the language of the ignorant. Ignorant. This is all ancient history. You don't gotta believe me, but you have to, you know, like whatever you gotta do. I would say that the reason why we still feel the way that we feel. I can't feel people. I really can't. Like obviously I feel you. No, and I've told people this. No, I don't. You know how long it wasn't isolated. I wasn't isolating myself. I wasn't putting myself in a box. I was learning for a long time. So, a lot of people might see it as, it's my religion against yours. My religion. If I'm the devil, right? That's exactly what I want you to do. I don't want y'all to talk. I don't want y'all to understand each other. Because unity is the most powerful thing not even on, but within the world today. It is. Like I told you about the tree. I can speak about anything that's natural that we search for. We search for lettuce at the grocery store. We search for apples and all that. Why do you think that is? Because your spirit knows it. You know what you want. You know what that is. I'm not saying people who eat meat is bad. I'm just saying you know what you want. It's this stoppage point. Where's that stoppage point? Trauma. What is trauma? Anything unexpected. Literally. You have to
what would be
simplify.
someone's trauma and not getting the food that what would be trauma based for that person in the grocery market? What would be that trigger? What is trauma?
So let's say for example, let's say my mom or something.
Yeah.
Went to the grocery store one day and literally anything unexpected. Oh, this dude was acting crazy. He tried to ask for my number and all this. So I ain't never going to that store again. You should probably go back to that store again because once you start to open your mind to things that everything moves in a different direction, it does not stop. Nothing stops. For real, for real. Besides the shit that we do as humans. Every other being on this planet does not stop. Even when you go to sleep, does your heart stop? No. So
No.
it's like exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's simplicity. And realistically, you know what I mean? Like so going to the grocery store, I ain't never going to the grocery store. They too slow. What if they hire new people? You don't know that, but you think that, and then you drag it on through gossip. I'm telling y'all, whoever's watching, gossip is the devil's way. Or if you don't believe in the devil, is the way to destroy your mind, your brain. Literally, at the beginning there was the word was God. If everybody wants some hints of what that is, look up the original meaning of abracadabra. You know how we see it in Disney Channel and we always say abracadabra. Why do magicians say this? Magic, right? Why do they say this shit? It literally means I will create as I speak. At the beginning there was a word, and the word was God. So you see a lot of spiritual people over here on TikTok. Your word matters. You reap what you sow. It's one unison, but we looking at it like this. Literally. Divide and conquer. It's an unseeable force. It's not a red man. If I want you to fear me, I'm going to put you into a state of ominous evil with these horns on my head. Because you're scared. What is fear, though? Well, I learned from Bruce Lee, I learned from this person who was not afraid or very fearless. That fear is just something you don't understand. What does that mean? You're not them.
Yep.
You're one of a kind. Literally. So there's literally nothing to fear, but
Who
we
fear at all.
at all. So it's like we get into this state, you know. I can't. It's really hard for me to say we, but you know what I mean. I just try to not leave people behind in a way of mentalism or spirituality or spirit in a way. But we get into this mindset of like, you know what? I'm gonna mask it as anger. 'Cause that's what anger is. I promise you that. Swear to God, that's what anger is. It's basically somebody told you, you a pussy. You cry baby. You too scared. You're supposed to know. Feel the fear. Feel it all the way. You go to sleep. You wake up. You don't feel that fear no more. You conquer it, but you don't divide it. You multiply it. It's a difference. You be like, okay, well, I'm afraid at this point. I was afraid to get on this roller coaster, but I just did it. Okay, let me get back on it.
Yep. And let me say another thing too.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
for example, like it's like one of those things where it's like I don't even try to say this to people because I don't really say this to people like, but like when you like in a room, for example, right, and then you see somebody walk up on someone like, "Hey, bro, be more confident, pick your head up." The fuck does that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
We're in the same room. I'm already breathing just like you. I'm literally in the same room, standing just like you. What makes you could say to have, you know what I'm saying, for me to have more confidence, pick my head up than you?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to sit here and say he probably not trying to have an encouragement thing, but most times I see that. I think those people are doing that because they feel, you feel me? And they trying to like push it on to somebody else. And it's like the same thing how you just said.
Exactly. I mean, nobody would really tell you that if they didn't experience it once in their life. And I do understand this because I told you I'm an omnist, so I try to understand all aspects of life, right? It's like your brother. I think your brother is an omnist. No, I ain't gonna say his name out of respect, but you know what I'm talking. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. But I
Mm-hmm.
think basically a lot of people who try to tell somebody else what to do is basically trying to control your spirit. And really where that comes from is I'm trying to live twice. They don't believe in heaven. They don't believe that you're not supposed to be here twice. Hence, like a lot of people are reincarnated. And me personally, I'm trying to work on, you know what I mean, elevating to wherever that is. But I know we're not supposed to stay here as spirits, as somebody who is, supposed to be a man of God, a man of Jesus Christ. I don't think Jesus Christ is on this level of human beings. He just expanded beyond the human consciousness, right? Well, I know that for a fact. And I think, like I said, I think a lot of people, like when it comes to even having sex with like being a hoe out here, it is not okay. Cause I guarantee you. That's why I said I respect you so much. But it's like I guarantee you, don't put your in everything. Cause that it gets dangerous out here. And I don't know if God gonna forgive you for that. I don't know. I'm not him. I'm not him. You know what I mean? Like I'm not Jesus. Like, but
I
I'm
mean, he
one.
wouldn't die. It's already been forgiven. That's the thing, and that's what the devil, and that's where the devil come into play. He know that we already been forgiven. So guess what he gonna try to deceive? What do we want? We want forgiveness. He already know we got that. So what he gonna try to deceive and actively try to deceive? Our forgiveness from him. We
Yeah,
already forgiven.
that's good. You right. You right. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That you right. That was a good way to put it. Honestly, like it's such a I still call that the Wizard of Oz because I just know it for a fact. But I think a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people or a lot of us, I don't want to separate or divide anything. So a lot of us get into this mindset of I got this and you don't. Well, I know my mother better than you do. So who's above who? Like if that's all it's about is me knowing something more than you do. Doesn't that like for example, like if
And
I
that's
know for a
crazy you
fact that
said
I
this right now.
huh?
That's crazy you said this right now. I got something pulled up I want to just quickly say, but finish right quick.
But if I got something more than you do, what is this level, this ladder shit that we chasing? Like I told y'all on the last podcast, like don't follow somebody else's ladder. You have a ladder to every 8 billion or however number. I don't know if that's right or correct. You know how this system go. But 8 billion of us, right? We all got a different ladder to create. Is when we start to realize we all going towards a house to build. That's why you on the ladder. You're building a house. You got to build the roof, but it's your house. It's your home. It's you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I be lost sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I be looking, I was at Amazon one time, and I'm like, for that whole day, I was just practicing like thou shalt not be afraid, and that's not a part of the Ten Commandments. But I just, I created that on my own. I was like, thou shalt not be afraid. And when I'm like, I'm afraid to go up to this woman and talk to her. Like talk to an old woman, like and give her package. But I'm like, if I face it, then I won't be afraid of it. It's like driving. If I forever say I don't want to get on the freeway because I'm too afraid, I ain't gonna never get on the freeway. And I was like that. Then I got on the freeway. I'm like, ain't nothing to be afraid of. Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, I drive on the freeway every day now. Like, I have to. Like, it's easy. But you know what I'm saying? But you know how everybody got that fear. Like, I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm speaking for the audience or nothing. But I had that fear, like, starting off at driving. If you 18, like, whatever age you are, 16, whatever. It's like, if you starting off with that fear, it's like, I don't want to drive because this might happen to do it. And watch what happens. Action first. That's why I come back to at the beginning there was a word and the word was God, but we forget that action was a part of that. You know what I mean? You can't have a word. If I say SK, hey, let's say you a baby. Not saying you're a baby, but I'm saying like let's say you're a baby, you don't know nothing. It's a blank slate. And I said, I play basketball. You ain't gonna know what that is. But if it's my kid, if I put him out there with the rim and that little rim that he got, he gonna start to understand. I'll play, and then next time I say it, I play basketball. He gonna be like, oh yeah, I understand. But it's motion first, and you have to actualize this shit. So yes, of course, at the beginning was the word, but if I give you my word and say like, SK, it's a fucking Shabaka boop outside. You're gonna be like, what is that? I never actualized it. Actually. You know what I mean? I think we all searching for truth. But that's being truthful within yourself. Your spirit is yours alone. Don't allow nobody to infiltrate it. Cause some people out here do got demons. You gotta be honest. And demons is just somebody that's trying to pull you down or try to say that what you're saying is invalid, but it gets easier because, like I said before, I think the more you are uprighteous, whether it's the Ten Commandments or whatever, like principality, you gotta have some structure out here. You gotta have something that, hey, bro, do you drink? No, I don't. Are you a lame? I'll be that. Because when I go home and go to sleep, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna fucking matter. Like, it ain't gonna fucking matter. I'll be that lame and the only one that's not doing what y'all doing. Because I stood on principle. And it becomes stronger. That's what a habit is. That's what a habit is. If I smoke, if I smoke vape, it's gonna become stronger. At the beginning, I didn't come out the womb saying like I'm about to smoke. I didn't say that. I had to pick it up. All right. And the next day I pick it up. All right. The next day I pick it up. All right. The next day, oh this shit. The next day, oh damn, this shit kind of good. I ain't gonna lie. The next day, I fuck with this shit. I'm gonna go buy another one. My shit died. Habit, but you have to use that in every single space because I don't control the brain. I don't control it, but I do know for a fact that's why you see a lot of scientists out here. They study the human body. The human body is how you control somebody. But if you start to understand it, or whoever starts to understand your human body, it gets very much easier. And you start to realize, like, my right hemisphere is basically imagination. So when you're thinking of something, that hasn't been done before. That's when you know you in your right hemisphere. Logic is basically, I've seen it, I experienced it, I touched it, I smelt it, I tasted it. That's what it is. So when you separate those two, because they're already separate within the brain, they're not. Literally look up the image of a brain. You start to understand like people are trying to fulfill your imagination so it can come through logic. So do they own you? Yes, they own me. Basically like saying basically like this. If I give you a little Dirk verse, and Lil Durk getting better, so I don't want to use him. If I give you a Chucky verse, the rapper Chucky, I don't listen to him often, but no disrespect, and I say, shoot this nigga in the back, and I'm gonna get him. I'm fulfilling your imagination so it can come out through logic, which is your action. Hence, the world today, a lot of people are getting mad when somebody step on their shoes, or getting mad, and they don't know why, because they know how to work the human body. Scientists, right? It's when you start to understand. That's why I say Blade, Blade is kind of getting loose now for me. I would say like I don't even know. I gotta get a different character. I don't know to like relate myself to, but it's just understanding both sides. It's not that scary. I mean, it is fearlessness, but you have to make fear. You start from fear. I'm feeling this, like the freeway example I gave, and then I'm fearful, but I'm doing it, and then I'm I'm nervous, but I'm still doing it, and then I'm fearless, and then it destroys itself. So that's what I mean. Like the devil is just trying to. That's why they create televisions to keep you still. Basically, it's television like a telephone. You know how they be doing all this eye shit because they know how to create something from what they have given you on the television. Why is the television square? That's the question we should ask. You know what I mean? Like nothing before humankind, right? Let's put this as the example. Nothing was square before concrete. The sidewalk we walk on, nothing was square. Name one thing, like from before humankind, like not even before humankind, like when Jesus Christ existed, they had grass and dirt. That's not square. They know how to manipulate. So I think, but basically that means symmetry. That's why a lot of us look at the face, right? From right here to right here is symmetry. You're cute. Basically, you mean I'm symmetrical. What matters is name one organ in your body that's symmetrical to the other. The heart is not symmetrical to the gut, but you need both to survive. Last time I checked. So everybody know it. That's why we say like inside, look on the inside, look on the inside, but you have to practice it on a daily basis till it becomes you. Because that habit will become you. It will. So it's utilizing science. All right, that's a little bit of it. Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, Amish. Mom. So it's not. I'm not saying everybody should become an Amish. I think everybody already is, in a way. You know what I mean? Like we already understand. Like a lot of you might see a lot of Christian singers, and I'll send you another one. Swear to God, I was in the car yesterday with my coworker. I don't want to say his name out of respect, but I told him, I'm like, man, you ain't playing nothing but good stuff. He was playing gospel music. He's a Christian, but he was playing gospel music. He was playing the rapper that no, he wasn't playing the rapper that I sent. I just found him off the singers he was sending me, and I'm like, man, this is so powerful. And I forgot to get the playlist because he said he had sent a playlist to me, but just to putting into your five senses people who might be at peace more than you do will ultimately return you to that sense of peace that we searching for, or putting yourself around that. And I do listen to, NBA Young, or like I'm not saying NBA Young Boy is bad, like Lil Durk, I listen to all them, but I'm a dancer, so I can't like relate to them. I know who I am. I know how to destroy the music. The god of destruction was Shiva in Hinduism. Not meaning I'm gonna destroy your building. It's destruction. A lot of people misconstrue this. Instruction is me telling you how to dance. I'm gonna instruct you how to dance. I'm a freestyler. So to destruct something is like deleting without softly. It's like providing water to a mountain so that it can erode. It's original. I'm doing it softly. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to destroy you. I'm destroying um the devil, really, honestly. And um be free, man. That's why I call it freestyle. That's why they call it freestyle. You know what I mean? And it might not be in, rap or artistry, but you can freestyle life in a way. You don't have to search for it. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? That's why the world is fucked up today. It's because we search for shit because you're not doing your purpose. Your purpose you don't gotta get money from your purpose. That's why I stopped dancing on TikTok. I dance all the time at work,
Right.
everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not for sale. Sell
So
your.
what's it called?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We got to cut it though. I ain't mean to cut you though.
Go ahead.
Remember how I said we gotta cut it early anyway, cause our brother,
Mm,
he just called. That's his I think we gonna be on the way out soon.
okay.
But shoot, them two topics was cool. We need to come up with more regular topics,
Yeah.
like on the
Cause I
spot
ain't gonna
topics
lie, it's
that
not
ain't
about.
from
I mean,
social media ones.
it's not about like trying to get people to. Cause if that was the case, we need to name it something that's religious. But I think if it's what's happening, people going. And I know this as like somebody who understands logos and the perception and shit. If people come in and see like the sign says what's happening, they're gonna expect everything.
Some yapping.
Yeah. So I think we gotta expand on that, but you know, I think we all very gotta or has a spirit within us that's trying to speak truth. But yeah, I think we got. I gotta get back on like really watching certain videos that I know can provide towards the topic. But I just be on my own. Like I just be in my own space. I be working, but I love my work so much because I'm traveling to places in Michigan that I never heard before. So like, I be in love. Like I be in love with just like talking to this country woman who like accepted me, offering me food, offering me all this, and I'm like, dang, I grew up thinking that everybody was racist, or I'm looking at a black man that's in the country. I'm like, damn, I grew up off of this, and I am. Man, this job is so fun for me. Like I ain't gonna lie. So that's
That's
why
good.
I haven't sent nothing in the chat, but I will. I'll do it right now. Like I'm gonna get on it.
Please, we need
Yeah,
topics.
I got you. I got you. We
But
gonna get it.
anyway, though, I'm gonna end this. Thank y'all for watching. Whoever did and whoever will, like, share, comment, and all that. And that's what's happening. And that's that. I'll catch y'all in another video.